Peace, guys. How's it going? Patrick, Conservative Rap. And in this video, I want to talk about something highly significant to me personally when it comes to, I hate to use the liberal term, but bodily autonomy, and for our nation, how medical tyranny ties into tyranny fundamentally. And it's really thought provoking for me. You think about the COVID pandemic, what it taught us in terms of how far our government will go to control us, and some of the fundamental hypocrisy behind the ties between big pharma, government, and what RFK as a whole has been kind of striking towards. I thought this was just some masterful pieces. So, first, let's cover Too Baffled on X. North Carolina Supreme Court ruled that a mother and her 14-year-old son can sue a public school and doctors group for giving him the jab without consent. Amen. He said no. His mom wasn't reached. They stuck it in him anyway. And now the court says that you don't get immunity for violating constitutional rights. Remember, that was the whole thing. Like, pharma came to government to get immunity to get the shots out. And I mean, let's look at you look at the VAERS database and some other particulars where this kind of followed the science monstrosity has led to us. So this is massive. The same system that screamed follow the science is now facing accountability for steamrolling personal and parental rights. For years, they hid behind emergency laws and federal shields, but those shields are cracking down. And this was from Halifax City News. Similarly, North Carolina justice decides family can sue over unwanted COVID-19 shot. North Carolina Supreme Court held that a mother and son can sue the school system and doctors group for allegedly administering a COVID-19 vaccine to the boy without consent. The court reversed the lower court decision that cited federal immunity under the Public Readiness and Preparedness Emergency Act, PrEP Act. Chief Justice Paul Newby stated that PrEP Act does not shield constitutional claims, such as a parent's right to control their child's upbringing and an individual's right to refuse non-mandatory medical treatment. The case will proceed to trial, focused on alleged constitutional violations. Next, from Unusual Whales, both on X, and they put this on their website. I like this website. I'm going to be checking this out a bit more. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has announced plans to ban pharmaceutical advertisements on television. Robert F. Kennedy has proposed banning pharmaceutical advertisements on TV, a move supported by Elon Musk and the FCC chair, Brendan Carr. They argue the U.S. is over-medicated. Damn Skippy. Such a ban could significantly impact pharmaceutical revenue and TV networks relying on those ads. Of course, who cares? However, implementing the ban faces legal challenges as courts have historically protected drug ads under the First Amendment. Pharmaceutical TV ads became prominent after FDA relaxed the guidelines in '97. I wasn't aware of this actually, allowing brief summaries of risk. You know, the kind of the clip notes at the bottom. I love pausing when there's a pharma ad. I love pausing it and just reading it to myself, all of the fine print at the bottom. I wonder why there is these kind of like illustrious depictions of people on vacation or overcoming like relatively insurmountable like physical odds, rock climbing and so forth, when they're selling drugs that, you know, if you think about some of the side effects, could lead to the exact opposite outcomes as what's being portrayed in the screen. It's almost, I would say pharma ads are like in tandem with music videos in terms of what's being depicted versus lyrics or versus like the actual vocabulary. It's fascinating. So again, 1997, this led to aggressive campaigns. Merck's had VAX ads at that time, which later faced backlash due to the health risk. The industry now spends, check this, over $5 billion annually on TV ads, focusing on high-priced medications. Critics argue these ads promote unnecessary medications, but some research highlights benefits, like encouraging treatment for serious conditions and raising public health awareness. Kennedy remains critical, claiming that such ads contribute to chronic illness rates in the US. Yeah, I think, you know, significant medications. I'm not a doctor, you know, it's just one man's opinion. But the ads, like, deviate from rational thinking, the type of rational thinking that one would want to conduct and decision making that one would want to conduct with a physician that they trust. You follow? So it's just odd to me that these ads are not more properly regulated, right? And just with some like fine print at the end, they're able to get away with what they're proposing. Um, Again, Simone Gold, who you guys may be familiar with, she was part of the frontline doctors who, denounced the vaccines as they were coming out. She has a new book. I'm going to be buying it. It's called Selective Persecution. And what I like about Simone Gold's premise, what I've heard, it's on pre-order now, so I haven't read the book, but I watched an interview with her, and she ties in from her medical background as well as her background as an attorney, how the medical pharmaceutical tyranny interferes with rights, right? It's not just a health issue or a disease issue, it's actually a freedom issue. And this is, I'd say, in tandem with some of the financial news that we cover, very significant to me and something that I plan to continue to cover. What do you think? Do you think we live in a medical tyranny? Are you familiar with historical evidence of governments using medicine to control the populace rather than free them? And yeah, feel free to comment below. I'm going to be posting, check me out on TikTok as well as Instagram. I'm going to be posting a rhyme I wrote during COVID when it first happened. I'll share a little clip of it now, but it's a full kind of like paragraph with stanzas and so forth. Let's see if I could find this. Here we are. Go to chat. Yeah. New York tried to drop another passport on me. Not for travel, but for my vaccine category. Hack my genes, jack my body, with bypass regulatory, biologics they weren't liable for. Back up off me. All right, and that's 2 lines from the rhyme. Feel free again to check me out on TikTok as well as Instagram for more rhymes like that, and I'll look forward on this channel to more coverage of what RFK is doing. It's long overdue. So thanks guys for checking this out, and take care.